welcome back everyone. My name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Arcanum. Where we left off last time, we were at Ashbury. We are actually at the Stonecutters clan now. There was some issue getting here in terms of crashes and stuff like that, but we did get here finally, and we're going to try and get through some of it, hopefully before it crashes again. The game is becoming more and more unstable as time goes on, and I'm not loving that. I don't know if it's like a cascade failure type situation where it's going to keep getting worse and worse until it becomes completely unplayable. Hoping we can finish the game before any sort of horrible end of playthrough concern happens, but we'll see how it goes. I do want to briefly touch on the topic, and I really do mean briefly because this is not a comfortable topic for most people who are going to be brought into it, including myself. So I've been asked several times if I'm going to be doing a playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy, and I'm sure I don't need to tell you guys about the controversy surrounding the game at the moment, specifically with the not necessarily the game's creator, but the intellectual property holder, J.K. Rowling, and her opinionated stance on a certain group of people. I personally find her views to be rather abhorrent. Those are, again, my personal views, but I'm also of the opinion that art can stand apart from the artist, and to my knowledge, other than having financial kickbacks from the game, which of course she will get as the intellectual rights holder, she had nothing to do with the creation of the game, and I would like to experience the game to stand on its own merits. I know that the development company put a lot of time and effort into it, and I really want to experience the game. I know that controversy is probably going to come a-knockin' when we start doing the Hogwarts Legacy videos, so that's why I'm bringing it up. It is probably going to happen. I know that there's a lot of backlash right now, and when videos hit YouTube, I know we're not that big of a YouTube channel, but who knows, that might draw some attention. And I don't want anyone to get sucked into that. I don't want to get sucked into that. That being said, we are going to be playing the game. I'm hopeful that people will realize and see that we are just playing it for the enjoyment of it, and we're not in support, or at least I'm not in support of J.K. Rowling's stance against certain individual groups. But just be aware that when we start doing those videos, there might be comments and all that kind of stuff that people might not find very positive or supportive. That being said, we're still going to do the game. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm actually playing it with my wife right now because we both loved Potter growing up, and Hogwarts Legacy is actually a pretty good game independent of the IP that it's in. So that's sort of my stance on the issue. I'm not going to go into any further, and I'm not going to bring it up again. It's just something that we're going to have to be aware of going forward, because it is going to be something that quite possibly could cause a little bit of a kerfuffle. So that's all. That's all I wanted to say about that. And going forward, hopefully we'll get to see some magical world of Hogwarts. Fingers crossed that it won't be too negative. Alright, we have fought our way through a stonecutter. What the hell was that sound? Oh, I wanted to mention I reinstalled the community patch because the game was crashing a lot, and I got rid of the sounds while I was doing that, so that is a good thing as well. We don't have to hear the buff sounds ever again. They have been disabled by the patch. Oh hey, the doors are alive by the patch. This door is locked. I'm afraid that I'm going to have to unlock this door. Who are you? Think Albrecht found us. We were liable to starve in there. Damn zombies. We made short work of them though, eh? What happened here? He chuckles softly, then looks at his shoes a bit sheepishly. I would be responsible for all this. I found an ancient necromancer's laboratory off of an old abandoned access cavern. In researching his journals, I deduced a way to reproduce what he had done with magic by using scientific principles. So you created all these zombies? That was a bit irresponsible. I assure you it was an accident. The first one I created began an awful horrific screeching and flailing about. It knocked over my chemicals, and before I knew what was happening, they were coming out of the floor. They were everywhere. Luckily I was able to get back here to warn everyone. Where's the laboratory? You gotta go through the door in the back of the storage room off the main hall to get to the old tunnel that leads to it, but be careful if you're planning on going there. He gives us a key, though. I'm looking for Erland Ironheart. Do you know him? Of course I know him. He's me. It should have been he's me. You should have played right into that Star Wars quote. Anyways, your brother sent me to ask you to go home. He shakes his head. Thrain, poor Thrain. He's been so overprotective of me since our father died. He blames himself for it, you know. What happened to your father? I'd rather not speak of it anymore. I'd best be on my way home so that my dear brother doesn't worry himself to death. Goodbye. I also heard the telltale sign, or sound, I guess, of us leveling up, which means we can finally get... wrong. Hasten. We're not going to put it on right away. We're going to have to do that reflection buff bouncing thing to give ourselves some amazing haste. But why not? We'll do that soon. Not right now. Maybe later. Maybe between videos. Probably between videos, honestly. Sorry for having to bring up that weird topic at the beginning. It's just something that had to be done ahead of time. We don't have a whole lot of fatigue. 16 and 115. I do have a potion of haste, which is fine. And a damage resistance potion, which is fine. Maybe we'll use fatigue slower if we need one. I wonder if we can make a fatigue slower buff to make ourselves use less fatigue. What the hell was that? We got visited. Don't know what that was, but let's save before going through this door. Normally I won't save, but okay. There is a bludgeoneer here. I can't see that guy. That's fine. Okay, he's got tons of life. Do we have enough fatigue even to kill him? Is Virgil going to survive this? Maybe?
I'm seriously hurt, sir. Please help me.
He died. Maybe it would have been better to disintegrate him. Does he have loot? Oh, he doesn't even have loot. We could definitely just disintegrate him. Okay. We'll reload the autosave. Had I known he didn't have loot, we would have just gone like this. Go away. Can't fight him yet. Disintegrate. Gets rid of enemies real fast. That bludgeoneer did not stand a chance. Now what's here? There is a necromiser schematic, a book, unidentified medallion, unidentified ring, and that appears to be it. Well, is that a quest we can turn in? I don't think so. I think we just had to go here and kill it. What's our experience looking like? We're level 38. We still have quite a long way to go to a level. I'm going to be pausing the video here for a second, though. Just because I have a tickle in my throat, and it's definitely going to be a coughing fit. I'm going to get some water and solve that. We're going to save. I'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back for the next part of our video. We are in Tarrant now. We're going to start another side quest. It's going to be the university, which I never actually went to. You might also notice that we are wearing our lovely suit as opposed to our dread armor, and that's strictly just because we don't need our armor anymore. We have our protection spells all the way up, and we have haste on as well. So this is what? This is the magic shop. Okay, let's I'm just gonna sell some junk here. I'm gonna sell the technology stuff here, and yeah, does he identify things actually? Where's the elven city of Quintara? We speak not of such things. Okay, well, fine. Very well. How about you over here? Do you have identifying skills? What do they have for items, I wonder? I really want to identify some things, but we can probably buy some stuff as well. Like elven boots, maybe? Or like enchanted war boots? Nah, that's not very good. We don't need those. Yeah, I don't think we really need any of this. Let's go back to the other side, to the actual store that we wanted to buy stuff from, and let's take a look at his trade goods. We got creep armor, we got Gellium's helmet, sorry. We could buy some robes. But I don't think that's... I'm going to buy an extra mage staff in case ours goes missing. Again. I'm also going to buy all of these fatigue potions. It's not as important now, but just in case. Also, we have just so much money, and it doesn't really matter. Magic resistance 40 from the Dorian amulet. Alright, fair enough. That'll give us a little bit more oomph. We have now 50% magic resistance, and that is pretty darn good. We also have this ring. Okay, so do we have another magical ring somewhere? Diamond ring. Oh, yeah, we have the unidentified ring and the unidentified amulet / medallion. Eventually we'll get to that. We can't do anything about it now, though, but that's okay. We don't necessarily need to. Let's roll out to... Maybe this is a university. What is this? I'm pleased to see you again. I don't remember who you are. This is the Zoological Society. Okay, we've been here. I know we were here before. There wasn't any quests, I don't think, associated with this yet. Maybe this is a university. We haven't been up here, so at least I don't think we've been up here. Greetings, allow me to welcome you to the Library of Tarrant. Could I interest you in becoming one of our esteemed members? Tell me about membership. That is correct. Anyone who wishes to peruse our volumes of knowledge must become a member. The Library of Tarrant contains a myriad of books which house many diverse subjects. How much are you talking? 1,500 coins. Sure, why not? Thank you and welcome. All of the books contained in the library are free for you to peruse and borrow. Thanks, bye. We can read the Orcish question. We can read the nature of archaeological practice, the life of Ashton Fernwilter, Hunters Hunted, and history of the Isle of Despair, Sherlock Henry Dovern, treatise on the causes of disease, Soot from the Gods, psychological treatise on intolerance, Quirin's poem, Dread Armor and its origins, and that appears to be it. Not really sure if that was worth our money, but again, we have lots of money and it doesn't matter anymore. Yes, how are you? Hello, sir. May I ask who you are? I am Benjamin Gershwin, a doctor of phrenology. How can I be of service? Nice to meet you, Benjamin. Did you say phrenology? Phrenology? The science of the head. You see, every man and woman's head is characterized by different bumps and ridges. Through studying these, I attempt to extrapolate the personality of the individual involved. It's dreadfully interesting and phenomenally accurate. Will you read my head? Surely. If you'll just lower your head and turn to the right. Oh, quite interesting. I would surmise unquestionably that you are indeed an elf. Your powers amaze me, Benjamin. Yes, I know, but remember, it's not me, it's science, and phrenology is the science of the future. What are you currently working on? It's interesting that you asked, sir. I'm looking to acquire the skulls of Jin and Zin, the famous Renar Siamese twins, for my studies. They were elvish debutantes who were joined at the hip their whole lives. Scandalous characters as well. Stories of their exploits still float around the elite of Tarentian social circles. Where can the skulls be found? Well, it's going to be a bit of a problem. Perhaps you can help me with it. They're interned in a mausoleum in the Tarrant Cemetery. I'll pay you $100 for your trouble. Sure, why not? I don't care. Thank you so much. The information of these skulls might very well unlock the final phrenological secrets and help us gain insight into the workings of the human mind. Yeah, okay, bye. Who are you? Hello, nice to meet you. Greetings, sir. Might I ask who you are? I'm Professor Aldius Buxington, and I'm the head of the religion department here at Tarrant University, and you are? I am Eltimar. May I ask you a few questions? Certainly. What do you do here? I've been here at Tarrant for many years. Mostly I teach classes, but I still do a fair bit of research when I can find the time. What are you doing right now? Currently I'm studying the older pagan religions of Arcanum. As I'm sure you're aware, the Panari have been the favored religion in Arcanum for the last 1500 years, but in the years before the Age of Legends, there were many religions and many gods. Each of the races had certain gods they prayed to, and those gods are what I've been studying. I got some questions about them. Of course. Tell me about the Pagan Gods. There were 12 Pagan Gods in all, 8 lesser gods, 1 for each of the 8 races, 3 greater gods, and the Allfather. Offerings were made to the gods in hopes of getting their blessings, and each god demanded a different offering. I've done quite a bit of research on them. I wrote a book about them. Would you like a copy? Sure. Here you go. He gives you the book. Is there anything else I can help you with? Got more questions. Are there still pagan temples? Yes, there are individuals who worship them as well. Both the Order of Halcyon and the Cult of Gestiana are examples. Most of the ancient pagan temples are in ruin now, but you can still find them scattered throughout Arcanum. Some still have their altars intact. We've actually been to one. You're a bookseller, eh? What sort of books do you sell? As I'm sure you're aware, the Tarrant University is an institution dedicated to the study of science, and the books we sell here are about science and technology. We're gonna buy some books. The price is 750 coins per manual. Do we even have money? Yeah. What manuals do we want? None, actually. Who are you? Before you stands a tall, bookish man with spectacles perched on the top of his head. He is oblivious to your presence, as all of his attention is focused on a telegram. Suddenly, he becomes aware of your presence and looks up. Oh, excuse me, I get so involved in these telegrams people send me. I get questions from everywhere about demons. Amazing, really. Who are you? He seems overjoyed to see you. Oh, an elf. I get so few opportunities to study those of your type. May I examine your head? Sure, I guess. He moves his fingers over the surface of your skull, muttering the whole time. He's obviously enjoying himself. Yes, yes, of course. Perfect, perfect. You were about to introduce yourself to me. Yes, yes, of course. You have to excuse my excitement. I'm new to this whole phrenology discipline. My colleague, Professor Gershwin, is doing wonderful things in the field, but by way of introduction, I am Professor Eakins, scientician, expert of demonology. Scientician and demonologist? You're mixing magic and science? I'm a scholar, involved in research. Magic and science are opposite sides of the same coin. To be truly knowledgeable, one must study a tremendous variety of things. Specialization is for insects and orcs. Tell me about demonology. Well, it concerns the study of demons, obviously. Just thinking about a rather humorous one, actually. Named Gorgoth. Tell me about it. It was a mindless demon roaming the countryside. He had an insatiable appetite, and would eat anything he came across. And, he chuckles, this is the funny part, he happened upon a village of halflings and ate them all. It seems he had a sweet tooth for halflings. Isn't that great? I guess, what happened to him? Oh, he was banished to some other realm or some nonsense. That's what they used to do with troublemakers back in those days. I'm gonna go, but thank you. Let's go find ourselves some altars, I guess. Do I know where they are? Not even a little bit. We might have to pull up a wiki for this one. But we did do that, and now we're... Look at how fast we are, even compared to, Virgil. He's actually really slow comparatively. I guess we could probably go to Stillwater as well. Maybe we'll do the altars as soon as we get to Stillwater. We're hoping to meet what's-his-name there. Actually, you know what we could do that we haven't done yet, and that we probably should have done by now? We could finally go into these places. We are buffed to the gills, and I don't think a bunch of thugs in some taverns are going to cause us any problems. Go look around the slums. Who are you? Orc Berserker. This is a big building. Don't have time for your ilk, elf. This heavily perfumed gnome would appear laughable if not for the scars on his face or the oversized dagger hanging from his belt. And what precisely do you think you'd be doing here? Let's going inside. I don't believe that's going to happen. Only Clan Mog is allowed within these walls. And then only select members at that. Turn your little self around and go back to where you came from. I'll be going in here whether you like it or not. I would love nothing better than to slit your silly throat from ear to ear, but I hate the mess it makes. Be gone with you, dunderhead. Don't worry about the mess. I'll wipe your blood up with your face. Oh, it's a fight. I just love killing. I don't know why we're killing these people, but... Sorry, Milo. But you're kind of in my way, and I want to go see what's inside. Oh, it is just an orc berserker base. Oh boy, here we go killing again. And the game crashed. Of course it did. When was the last time we saved? Oh boy. Let's go see where we're at. This is going to be an interesting moment. Where are we? Oh, we saved right before going in there. Okay, good. Maybe we don't need to go kill all those people. We can just leave. I will check this one out, because this one definitely has some people to kill. Hello there. If it pleases you. Can I help you? Whose house is this? This is Pollock's house, and he don't like strangers hanging around here. I don't care what he does or doesn't like. What? Boy, you don't know what kind of trouble you're getting yourself into. You better walk away while you still can. Fine, good day. I don't really need to kill him, I don't think. It's not as exciting of a place as I thought it was going to be. I don't really know what we're supposed to do here, but I'm hoping just to avoid more crashes. The game has been becoming more and more unstable, as I mentioned, I think, earlier in the video. But, yeah, we'll just play it by ear. Maybe we should start pushing towards the end of the game before this game becomes unplayably... Why am I going that way? Unplayably crashy. It might be the time of the game where we just focus on, like, the big quests and move towards the end if we can. Alright, let's go into... Oh, this is a lovely little town. There's a creepy statue. This is closed. The falling hammer. It looks like it might all be closed. It's a big empty room, and there's a person here. Human noble. This devastatingly beautiful woman seems to swallow you into her eyes. How delightful, a traveler. Welcome to Stillwater. It's a wondrous day, is it not? It's the middle of the night, but that's okay. You're in quite the good mood, aren't you? It's so kind of you to say so, but I know that I'm not being as loving as our goddess wishes. I must apologize for being so down today. Someone has gone and stolen the idol of our beloved goddess, Gestiana, the Lady of the Vine, and with the festival so close. I could try to find it for you. What would the reward be? If you were to return our idol, our goddess would bestow her blessing upon you. And this blessing, what would it do for me? A blessing from our goddess would fill your heart with so much joy that you would appear more beautiful to those around you. I have been amply blessed by the goddess, as you can see. Our goddess is a powerful one. Simply possessing the idol itself will make you more appealing to others. You have yourself a deal. Bless you, brother. She gently caresses your face for the briefest of moments. Alright, well, we have to go find an idol. Don't know where it could possibly be, but we'll look around. Gotta be around somewhere. This is a house with nobody in it. We're just gonna kind of go into random buildings. A lot of them are gonna be locked. It is the middle of the night, and some people aren't very trusting with their... Ooh. Oh, I didn't realize you were sleeping there. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe not do that this time. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't realize that there was a person asleep. I thought that was just an empty house, and I was gonna take their goods, you know, as people do. As heroes do. Heroes are the biggest thieves of all. Let's go back there. Oh my god, I just cracked my shoulder weirdly when I turned. That was an unpleasant sensation, I gotta say. Oh, it felt weird. Alrighty, so we'll go back to get that quest really quickly. Okay, so we don't steal from that person's house. Just, you know, probably a bad call. I feel kind of bad because we could have easily killed everyone against us. We could have destroyed them. But that's not the person we are in this particular game. There's just random people wandering around these cliffs at night. Where's the tavern? That's what I really want to find, because I think that's where we're going to find the guy we're looking for. This is the Falling Hammer. It's got to be here somewhere, right? The Bleeding Rose Inn, it's got to be there. Wait a minute. The Roseboro Inn, different inn. Okay. Innkeeper. It's nice to meet you. I believe that Joachim has left something for me. Ah, yes, he did leave some things for you. Now, where did I put them? Oh, yeah, I recall. Now, here you are. Thank you. Where's the elven city of Kintara? I'd love to find out. Exquisite. Lumbering. I'll be departing. Who are you? Yes, can I help you? Got some questions? Have you heard any rumors, ma'am? Have you heard about the Stillwater Giant? It's no legend here in Stillwater. Everyone around here claims to have seen the creature once or twice. Thanks. Do you know where Kintara is? I don't know. You might try asking Mir. Mirth? He lives a bit north of the Falling Hammer. Thanks. Who are you? Pleasure to meet you. Got some questions. What do you need? What goes on around here, good man? Old Cyrus the wizard lives northwest of town. Haven't seen much lately. A wizard, you say? That might have
You should really read the book that Joachim left for us. It must be important.
Fine, let's look at the note. Oh, it's crashing. Did we save when we got to there? Of course we didn't. Alrighty. Let's do this one more time. I'm going to save when we get to Stillwater this time. This is what I mean about it crashing more and more often. This is exactly what I mean. Off we go. We'll go grab the idol quest, we'll go straight to the inn, we'll pick up the book, we'll read it so maybe that Virgil won't talk to us, and then we can hopefully move on from there. Ow. Wait, there's one more guy.
What is it that you want of...
Not you. I want the bodies. Don't even know if we need money at this point of the game. Other than for fatigue potions, I guess. Okay, we're gonna go through. Deal with this. Go grab the book. Man, I can't believe how much crashing I've had this video. This video in particular is worse than the last one. That's fine. We're gonna make it through. We're just gonna have to start rushing through the game. Don't crash. I'm gonna talk to you. Got some questions. What goes on? Kintara, thank you. Bye. So we got the information about that one person. Okay. Joachim left something. Thank you. Good day. And we're saving right here. Okay. Book. The men trying to kill you seem to be the remnants of the Malachian Hand, who long ago were assassins for the Order of the Dead, Darien Ka. I found this ancient but incomplete text concerning their history. They don't seem to be bad fellows. Perhaps just a bit misdirected. Things are too dangerous right now. I shouldn't have had you come here. I'll find you, Joachim. The last histories of the Malachian Hand. Their separation from the Order of the Dead was always a mystery, but translations of the scrolls of Trellian, first assassin of the Hand, have brought to light their enigmatic reasons for leaving. A half-torn excerpt from the fourth scroll reads, "And the writings of the great necromancer were found by me, and his madness and abominations were made clear. And I threw myself upon the ground with great sorrow and gnashing of teeth, and how evil were the men to whom we had pledged our hearts and our swords. I vowed to make war, and we set ourselves upon them, and the grey legions on the plains of Voradin, and we broke them, but we were also broken upon them. My heart burns. Obviously there were doctrinal differences between the Darien Ka and the Order of Assassins. The great necromancer referred is probably Kirkin the Terrible, after whose death was formed the Order of the Dead. The writings that Trellian refers to are unknown, but it's been surmised that they were some sort of personal journal or logbook. One of the scrolls of Trellian also refers to the Master's place of dark secrets, set among the stones, which may or may not have referred to Karkin's lost laboratory, spoken of cursorily in both the writings of Belak and Yiskrid.
Excuse me, that book is interesting, don't you think? It seems that these Malachian Hand assassins were part of some larger group called the Darien Ka. What did he call them? The Order of the Dead. Obviously, these fellows all had some sort of a disagreement.
Yes, Joachim thinks perhaps they're not all that evil.
Not all that bad? Ha! Obviously, Joachim hasn't run into them lately. That fellow Trellian did sound like an agreeable sort, though, didn't he? Anyone who chooses to side against something called the Order of the Dead is all right in my book.
Indeed. You mean the first assassin, Trellian? Ah, don't crash again. Come on, game. It's crashing again, for sure. This is getting very silly. Maybe I should try and reinstall the community patch again. Maybe something got messed up. It is crashing an awful lot, though. And this time it's not even crashing normally. It's just frozen. There we go. Now it crashed, finally. Alright. Let's try this again. Back in the game we go. Let's read this book quickly. Boom, boom. Done, done. Talk to Virgil.
What is it that you want of me?
Maybe he won't talk to us if we run away. Maybe we can wait till morning. We could, I guess, get rid of Virgil if he keeps crashing the game on us.
Excuse me, that book is interesting. No. Yes. Listen, no, I don't. Yes.
Okay.
The day's not getting any younger.
We burned through that real fast. I know we missed some story there, but don't want the game to crash again. So, Do we keep... I mean, I want to keep Virgil. He's pretty cool. And I actually want to know what that's... Okay, you know what we'll do? We're going to read as fast as possible. We know...
You should really...
Alright. Okay. Now, we've read the book. Let's save. We know that we can talk to him about it as soon as he talks to us about it. We'll read fast. I'm going to read really, really fast. It's probably going to come out as gibberish, so... We're going to go as fast as we possibly can, though. I'm not going to put a lot of enunciation. It's going to be rapid fire. So follow along as best you can. Come on, let's go. Let's do this thing. Virgil, we're waiting. I'm going to move so the game doesn't, like, freeze while we stand here. Come on, Virgil, talk to me about this book. Let's go. Okay, we'll wait till morning. He talked to us in the morning, right?
Excuse me, that book is interesting, don't you think?
The Mulky Hands of Assassins for luxury club, the Darien Ka. What did he call them? Order of the Dead?
Something of some larger group called the Darien Ka.
I mean, the voice acting is good, though.
What did he call them? The Order of the Dead. Obviously, these fellows all had some sort of a disagreement.
They thought they're not evil?
Not all that bad. Ha! Obviously, Joachim hasn't run into them lately. That fellow Trellian did sound like an agreeable sort, though, didn't he? Anyone who chooses to side against something called the Order of the Dead is all right in my book.
You mean the first assassin?
Yes, you've got a point there. I'm sure the man was no saint. Then again, who really is? We've all got, well, blood on our hands. In the end, we all just play the roles given us. Sometimes they don't fit so well, but I guess we make do.
You and I know a lot about that, James.
Yes. I'd never have thought myself worthy of this affair, and I shouldn't be making judgments about anyone's character. I think I'd best just keep my bloody mouth shut.
Virgil.
Listen, there's something that happened to me. Well, because of me, because I was foolish, because I was a coward. Burdens like mine, they don't go away. They always come back to collect what is due them. Someday the balance will have to be paid.
What are you talking about?
No, I shouldn't have said anything about it. As I've said, the past is in the past.
Okay. What do you think we should do now?
I don't know. I was hoping that Joachim would be here to give us a little guidance. It seems we've been running blind without the reins, doesn't it? I guess we should just stick to the task at hand.
Sounds good. Let's get moving.
Yes. The day's not getting any younger.
Okay. We managed to get through the conversation with the voice acting, other than that first little part where I tried to blaze through. But we had listened to it once before anyways. And we did save, and we're good. So let's wait till morning and see if we can find a person to tell us about Kintara. Don't crash. Okay. This is the... What strikes your fancy today? Who are you, sir? I am Richard Leeks, blacksmith of Stillwater. How may I be of service? Got some questions for you. Tell me about Stillwater. Stillwater, oh, she's just a small town. Used to be quite a place back when Bates first made a steam engine. People used to think we'd be as big as Tarrant, but as you can see, we're still the same old Stillwater. A few stores, a few people. All in all, pretty quiet little town. What's there to see around here? Oh, not much. We got an inn and a tavern if you're looking for a place to stay. Other than our well-made weapons, he gestures to some of his wares, smiling. I suppose our biggest claim to fame is the Stillwater Giant. Oh, I guess that some people still find the cult of Gestiana a bit strange. What's unique about the weapons here? We do a lot of trading with the dwarves, and they have the best mithril ore in Arcanum that makes well-balanced weapons, as well as holding a powerful enchantment. My family has been making swords in Stillwater for 400 years. Don't mean to be wordy, son, but if there's anyone in this land that knows more about bladesmithing than I do, I'd be very surprised. Do you enchant the weapons as well? No, there's a local wizard in these parts who I use to enchant the weapons. He's a stubborn old codger, but we get along pretty well. He goes by the name of Cyrus. He puts spells on my weapons, and I check in on him from time to time, do some work around his place when he needs it. Come to think of it, what day is it? That one. That's strange. Old Cyrus was supposed to come down here yesterday. Haven't had the time to check in on him. And today I'm especially busy with an order from the Caledonian Guard. Richard looks concerned. Hope he's doing alright. I'll look in on him for you. Yeah, well, you seem like a trustworthy type. Would you mind making sure no harm has come to him? And when you talk to him, tell him I'll be needing his services as soon as possible. This shipment has to go up by the end of the week. If you do this, I think I could find an extra Stillwater blade to pass your way. What do you say, friend? Sure. My thanks to you, stranger. His house is just northwest of town. Just follow the path. When you've made sure the old wizard is fine, come to return to me. Got some more questions. Do you have a trade? Yes. So, envenomed sword? Got a broadsword. We got a hunting rifle. And nothing really else we want. That venom sword's pretty cool though. I don't know if it's good, it just looks cool. Okay, let's see if we can find that person to ask about Kintara, and then we'll go find the wizard, maybe. Actually, I think we're out of time on the video, since the crashes took a bunch of time, unfortunately. Greetings, good halfling. May I ask your name? I'm Gildor Nightwalk. Who are you? My name's Eltimar. What is it, Eltimar? What goes on around here, good sir? Well, Cyrus the wizard lives just northwest of town. Haven't seen him lately. Thanks. Okay, not you. How about... Was there anyone in this building? No, there was nobody home. How about here? Yes. Ah, excuse me there, sir. Just what exactly do you think you're doing in my house? I was told that you might know where Kintara is located. Kintara? You seek Kintara? Yeah, do you know where it is? Kintara, you're an elf. Have you lost your mind? Not at all, Mirth. You see, I'm not from this continent. Ah, that explains much. Well, then allow me to assist you with your journey, sir. He points at the location on your map. That's where Kintara lies, but beware, the path to Kintara lies through Harden's Pass, a perilous place filled with ferocious beasts and treacherous ice licks. I wish you a good journey. Be careful in your troubles, brother. Thank you. Did we gain a level? Nope. We just gained a location, and we're going to save because I have a feeling we're going to crash again soon. But for... Why can't I save? That was weird for a second there. My mouse wouldn't move. Okay. I think that's what we're going to call it. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. We're going to keep going despite the crashes. We might just have to take a more streamlined approach to the end, just to make sure we can actually reach the end before there's just an entire, like, complete failure of the game to be playable, which would put an abrupt end to our plans. Take care. See you next time.